We're going to be making a beanless chili. So we're going to use some cauliflower crumbles, got some pepper and onions in there, some tomato puree, some homemade rotel that I made, some garlic powder, some cumin, red pepper, and chili powder, and some beef broth that I made. In here we've got some meat. I had cooked this a couple days ago. I had fried up a bunch of ground beef, and so right now I'm just heating it back up. There's some fat still in there, but this is about a pound of ground beef. So I'm just going to heat this up and let everything get melted, and then we will add some more stuff to it. I'm using this big enamel Dutch oven today because, well, to show you I'm not a one-trick pony. I don't just use cast iron. I use other things in my kitchen. Whatever meets my needs of what I'm cooking at the time. So I'm adding my seasonings and my onions and peppers to the pot. And then, let's see, we're gonna reach over and get my broth. I have about 4 cups of broth, so I'm going to start slow and use about 2 cups first and see how this goes. I'm going to just kind of let it all simmer together and see if that thickens up. I'm not making a huge thing of chili today, just a little batch, enough for probably about 4-5 servings. Of course, it may be done more by the time I get done with it. So now I'm going to add the rotel. I made this, I think it was like at the beginning of the week, maybe Sunday. And then some tomato puree that I made. I think it was, maybe it was Tuesday. I don't remember. Whenever it was, I made it. So it's rotel and tomato puree. And those are recipes that I just found online and decided I would try to make them. Like I said, just to cut back on extra things that I don't need, all that extra salt and additives that they put in canned stuff. So now I'm going to let this sit and let it kind of simmer for about 30 minutes, and I will look back at it. And if I need to add more water, I'll pause and let you know. Something I should probably point out, a lot of people are what I consider bakers and precise cooks. I enjoy cooking, but I'm not really precise with how much I use and what I put in things. I tend to just say, this might look good. Oh, this might look good too. Sometimes it tastes not so good. Sometimes it tastes pretty good. I just like to play around because you never know if you don't try. And in saying that, I forgot to add in the cauliflower crumbles. Let's get some in here. I'm just going to sprinkle some in. That's probably about a cup. Maybe about a cup and a half. So we'll leave it at that and stir that in. I don't want to overpower it with a cauliflower flavor, but it's just another way of getting making it more of a thicker texture versus soup. Because again, there's no beans in it, so this is beanless chili. So for those of you who are doing the low carb or have insulin resistance or polycystic ovarian syndrome, these are good recipes and good things to do to help with your symptoms. So now I'll let this sit and simmer for about 30 minutes. So I added 2 more cups of the beef broth, so a total of 4 cups of beef broth. And then I've added 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Again, 2 tablespoons has 4 carbs in it versus 20 something from regular flour. So now it's starting to, I like this consistency better. I don't mind it having liquid, but I like whenever the liquid is thicker. So now I'm going to let it simmer. Like I said, it had been 15 minutes, so now I'm going to set the timer again for another 15 minutes, and we'll see what we have. And we were talking about carbohydrates. So here, a 1/4 cup of regular flour is 22 carbs. Well, 2 tablespoons is half of that, which would be 11 carbs. So we've got 11 carbohydrates in regular flour versus 4 total carbohydrates in coconut flour. So there's the difference right there in black and white. Here's the consistency it is after 30 minutes. Some people would say this is thick enough for them. I'm going to let it go a little bit longer. I'm not a big fan of thin, soupy stuff. So I'm going to let it go longer, another 15 minutes, and we'll see how it looks then. Well, it's been about 45 minutes that it's been simmering total, and that's what we have. That is beanless chili, and it's got lots of good flavor. Now I'm going to bowl it up, and I'll show you how it looks. I've got it in containers that I'll be able to freeze or refrigerate or take to work with me or give away. And there you have it in a bowl with cheese and sour cream. So there is good lunch. So like I said, don't be afraid to experiment and try things. See what you like, you don't like, and have fun in the kitchen. Have a good day. Thanks.